Hey everyone, welcome back to another Spirit Baby reading. This reading is for the week of May 25th to 31st, but as always, come back and watch it whenever you feel called to. These messages are really, truly timeless. So we have the Dreaming Way Tarot deck today, and I've noticed a trend with the Spirit Babies. When they want this deck, it's, oh, they're so sneaky. It's because they want to talk to us, and they have things they like to say to us, but they don't want to give too much away. And as you can see from the cards here, they don't really have a lot of imagery in it compared to the Everyday Witch, for example. This is more like a traditional Rider-Waite deck, and they do this because they don't want to give away too many clues. So let's see what they can tell us today. It's also a very stiff deck. This is a handful of this deck for sure. So let's see what they have to say. Let's start off this reading. General messages. We got death. Oh, I love this. 13 has been coming up a lot lately. I've been seeing it a lot in my life. You may have too. But death is the Scorpio card. So there's a lot of rebirth and transformation coming right now into your relationship. If you're trying to have children, like there's a lot going on, right? It's all happening behind the scenes in the darkness. You're not supposed to know about it, but it's going to be coming to light soon. Yeah, it's going to be coming up in your 3D life very, very soon. You're going to start seeing these changes. For group A is going into union, B is having a baby, then C, the messages from group A and B are going to relate to C as well. But specifically group A, your person may start to come forward in the next little bit. You may feel their energy around you more, talking to them telepathically, stuff like that. Group B, you're going to notice a change in your cycle. Your cycle may be coming sooner, and that's to prepare for the conception date that the babies have in mind for you. There are a lot of changes going on. It's like a new stage is being set. You know, it's not a new chapter. It's a brand new book. Seven of Wands. So, you may be feeling like you are a little bit backed into a corner, which means that you may not be really intuitive at the moment, especially when it's about your partner or your baby, or any adoption papers, anything like that. So you may not be intuitive, and that's on purpose. Again, they don't want to tell you too much of what's going on. That's why they chose this deck instead of the other colorful, more descriptive decks that I have. It's almost like the babies are like not pushing you away, but like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Selena. There's one part in the movie where she's on stage singing, right? Jennifer Lopez as Selena, and the crowd is pushing up against the stage, so the bodyguards have to like push these people back. That's kind of what they're doing. They're pushing you back because you're getting too excited, you're getting too close to the truth and to the clarity, and they're like, whoa there, like it's not time for that yet. You will get the clarity, but you're not supposed to get it until like this time, like X marks the spot. That's what they're telling me. They have a specific date on the calendar that's crossed out for you, and that will be when you receive this clarity or when something manifests in 3D. It's different depending on where you are at in your own individual journey. Let's see, what else do we have? Five of Cups with the Empress. So babies are reminding you that you are abundant, and your abundance is coming to you, even though you may not see it. You're crying over the spilt milk, the things that have occurred in your life in a specific manner that was meant to distract you or initiate your healing. You're still focused on that, and you're not necessarily focused on the two cups that are still very much full of abundance and vibrant that are behind you, right? And that's okay. You may not be meant to see those cups at this point. Some of you may be in that camp, while others are meant to finally see this cup of abundance and turn around. So for those of you in group A, like, you are abundant, things are coming your way. You're the Empress. You're in your divine feminine energy. For group B, the Empress is all about motherhood. She's pregnant here. It's all about conception, being very fertile. So if you've had troubles conceiving in the past, um, or if you're waiting for your fertility treatment, adoption papers to go through, um, if you're talking to a surrogate, you want to go down that route, just know that it is happening in divine timing, and divine timing is now. It's coming. It's going to move slowly, though. You're not going to be able to see it head on because there are still some other steps that need to be taken before you can see that big picture. But trust that there is a bigger picture. It's almost like you've just opened up a brand new puzzle and you're trying to get all of the edges together, or like you're trying to do certain sections at a time. You know there's a bigger picture in this puzzle, right? You can see it in that box. So it's just taking the time to figure out which piece goes where, how it all fits together, right? And the picture you see on the box, that's your intuition. If you see yourself with your partner, with a family, with like 5 kids running around and a dog and a cat, like that is meant for you and it is coming for you. You just have to put the pieces together to get that whole picture together. So just trust in your intuition. It's never going to leave you astray. So many cards. Yeah, 8 of Cups and the King of Swords. So if you're waiting on communication from your partner, it is coming. That communication is coming. Your partner is currently thinking, like, how am I going to say this, right? They're trying to plan everything. Like, oh, we're going to bump into each other at this place, or I'm going to message them on this specific date and start a conversation. Like, they're really in that planning. They're in their head. They're overthinking it, really. There's some anxiety here, but they're trying to play it cool. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm not anxious. No way, no. But in reality, like, they are very nervous and anxious about communicating with you. And they may still be protecting their heart just a little bit, and it's not because they don't trust you. It's just they have this need to be in control, and they're learning how to give up that control, right? They think that the problems are just theirs on their own, and they don't want to burden you with their anxieties or anything like that, right? They want to seem strong, like, oh, these are my problems, my insecurities, I'm going to work on them. And yet here you are and you're like, no, I can help you if you want me to help. And they're like, no, it's my job. And you're like, well, I can help you. So they're just going through that phase, which we've all been through. But they're definitely getting ready to leave their current situation and come forward and just reignite what was between you. So that was group A. For group B, the 8 of Cups is the spirit babies leaving the spirit baby realm. They're getting ready to be conceived or to come into your life however they are meant to. Again, adoption, this could be nieces, nephews, grandchildren. They're getting ready to make that journey, but they haven't left yet. They want to talk to you a bit more. Some babies are coming into your dreams, introducing themselves, showing you that bigger picture of that family life. Others are talking to you through songs or baby-related ads. And then you have like those really brave ones, like the really strong, powerful ones that when you least expect it, you turn around and you see like an actual 3D baby behind you. Those ones are like the cheeky ones. They're like, yeah, you're not going to get away from me. I'm going to follow you, right? I'm going to send you signs whenever I get the chance. But for the most part, a lot of them are pretty respectful of your boundaries, and they're not going to initiate communication if you're not yet ready to. It just depends on the spirit baby and the personality. So we also have 7 of Pentacles and the Star. The Star is all about wishes coming true, as above, so below, 5D and 3D merging. Manifestations are coming into your 3D life. Again, you're not supposed to see how it's happening. You just got to trust that it's coming. And it's going to happen very, very unexpectedly. It's almost like you expect this to happen, this cup, but in reality, it's going to come out of this cup, and it's going to be a different color. It's going to tweak some things. So let's say your intuition is saying, oh yeah, I'm going to like bump into this person at this place or like in this type of setting. But in reality, when it does happen, yes, you did bump into that person, but it's going to be a completely different scenario. That isn't to say that your intuition was wrong, because it wasn't. It was just omitting certain information so that you wouldn't know exactly what was happening, so you can still be surprised. The reason why your intuition, your higher selves, the spirit babies, why they omit some information um, is because they just don't want you to see that crystal clear picture, right? It's not to test you, it's not to um, burden you or punish you. No, it's because they really want you to be surprised. Your intuition is just so strong and so spot on, and they're like, hey, we're gonna take out like one word out of the equation, and they're not gonna be able to figure out what this equation is, and it's gonna really make them go crazy in a sense, um, in hopes that you're going to give up that control, right? So, for example, I'll use myself. My spirit baby, the first to be born, comes in and goes whenever she pleases, and she tells me random things all the time. Like today alone, she has told me that she wants all this stuff in her nursery, and she's showing me ads on Instagram, making me screenshot it, and I'm like, what the heck? This is so, like, where did this come from, right? And then she'll be gone for like weeks on end, and then come back and like tell me brand new information that contradicts her old information. She knows that I can sense that she's coming in sooner rather than later. She won't give me a date. She's just like trying to um, overwhelm me, not in a negative sense, but she's trying to get me to stop like wanting that control, right? So now I'm like, okay, cool, you can be conceived whenever you want to be conceived. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to rush it. You want me to screenshot this? Okay, cool. You don't want me to screenshot anything? You want me to take a step back? That's cool too. So when they omit information from you and it drives you crazy, take a step back and ask yourself, why is this driving me crazy? I know it's coming. I don't know when it's coming or how it's coming. Maybe I should just stop wanting that control. Give up the need to control so that it can manifest freely. And once you do that, you give up that control, you're going to see how it starts manifesting sooner than expected, right? Sometimes when you want to have that control and you're gripping it so hard, that's actually preventing it from coming. So just keep that in mind. But with the star, a lot of dreams and wishes are coming true. Your partner is coming forward. For group A, Seven of Pentacles. This is the divine timing card. It's time to harvest your rewards. So your partner is definitely coming sooner rather than later, and that's kind of what we've been talking about today. For group B, Seven of Pentacles is another pregnancy card. You have 2 here, 3 actually, with the 8 of Cups. So yes, your baby is coming to you. For some of you, though, it feels like it's going to be a little slower than others. So it could mean that your conception date is coming, but it's going to be a little later, like not to give a timeline because it does change, but you may be a few months behind the babies that are ready to be born, like right now, or conceived right now. So this is kind of more of like a shyness towards some of you that really want to have children. It is happening. It's just going to not take a little longer. It is coming in divine timing, but it's not going to be here as soon as you would hope. And for some of you, that kind of feels like a big relief, a weight off your shoulders. Like you've been trying so hard and you don't want to keep getting your heart broken. So your baby is saying, hey, we are coming, but we're going to give you some space first and we'll come when you're ready. So the babies want to talk about love. So I'm going to pull a few romance cards. True love. Okay. The messages that come from this deck will be for both Group A and B. Group C, you're kind of like in the middle of all of this. Like you are coming together, right? Parents are coming together. A lot of abundance, pregnancy. It's going to be really quick for you in Group C, but it feels like you already knew that, right? Your intuition is really strong in regards to romantic union and then union with your babies. You know it's going to be like back to back. So romance angels, true love. There's a lot of love in your connection with both your partner and your baby. This is true love. You are meant to come together as a family. We have religious factors. You're very enlightened. You're very spiritual. You've definitely grown a lot since the beginning of your journey. Your higher self is proud of you. Your partner's higher self is proud of you. Archangel Chamuel is very proud of you, but also your babies too, because you're drawn to this reading for a reason, right? Your babies are thanking you for opening up to the concept of spirit babies and taking the time to watch this video and any other videos, or reading any of my Instagram posts, even ordering your own spirit baby reading. Your babies are so grateful for you because this is a brand new concept, and change is hard for all of us, right? So they're thanking you for being open-minded to all of this and seeking further information and guidance when you need to. Let's get one more. Oh, we got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This goes for both your partner and baby. You were meant to come together and be a family in this lifetime. You were destined to do that. No matter what the outcome is or how things manifest, it's all happening the way it was meant to. The way you all agreed to when you and your partner were spirit babies. Like, this was pre-planned many, many, many years ago. Yes, you still have free will and you can go about things differently, but I believe that there are certain checkpoints in our lives that are destined to happen. You just may take a detour getting there. There are many roads leading to this checkpoint, but you will get there. Let's pull one more from the romance angels. Getting to know each other. You're going to start getting to know your partner again. Remember, you are two different people now, right? You've both grown and matured, but you're also going to get to know your baby as well. For those of you trying to manifest that child, the spirit baby will start talking to you, telling you like the personality, the little quirks, what they like and don't like, what they want their nursery to look like, stuff like that. For those of you trying to come into reunion with your partner, they're saying like the dating game, or not game per se, but like the stage is set for dating. Like, you're gonna really start to know each other, and you're gonna get together quickly. Like, the level of intimacy and trust between you and your partner, it's going to happen really quickly, but it's going to feel like it's happening the way it's meant to, because it really is. So don't be too frightened if you start dating and then like a week later you move in or something like that. You know, it's going to move quickly, but it's destined to do that. We also have the Angel Answers cards. So let's pull a few just to end this reading. Abundance, a lot of abundance. Again, pregnancy cards, Seven of Pentacles and the Empress both represent abundance. Trust, yes, trust your intuition, your higher self, your partner's higher self, your spirit babies. Trust your spirit team. They know what's in your book of life, and they're helping you fulfill all of that. Don't stop. I love this. This is the Archangel Gabriel card to me. So don't stop is telling you to keep doing what you're doing, right? With your growth, your healing, your purging, talking to your spirit baby, talking to your partner, if you feel guided to. Just don't stop. And most importantly, don't stop believing, because it is going to happen, okay? Now with Archangel Gabriel, this is the angel that comes down and tells Mary that she is pregnant with God's child. So I always associate Archangel Gabriel as like the spokesperson of spirit babies almost. He totally just rolled his eyes when I said that. But seeing Archangel Gabriel is a sign that your babies are coming, it's almost like they're in transit, you know, they're leaving the spirit baby realm, coming to you, um, be it through like communication, so in dreams and stuff, or physically being conceived. But Archangel Gabriel is definitely a sign that they are coming. He is bringing the good news to you, right? He's the herald of good news. At the bottom of the deck, we have your Ask Your Angels card. Don't be afraid to meditate and talk to the angels. Archangel Gabriel, Michael, or Shemuel, all of them really. Don't be afraid. They're here to help you, but you have to give them permission to help you and give them permission to give you guidance and clarity. The same with your spirit babies, you know, they're like your little angels. So ask them to help guide you or just to talk to you. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, okay? And let's pull a random card from the tarot. The last message. I got two. Oh my gosh, you guys. You saw how random that was, right? The Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. Six of Cups is the reunion and connecting to children card. Four of Wands is the union marriage card. Both cards represent reunion with a romantic partner, but they also represent reunion with a child. So trust that it's coming. Like, you saw how random that was, right? This is amazing. I am speechless. What a great reading. Even though they couldn't give us too much detail about what was coming in the week ahead or answer any like pressing questions, they were really gentle this week with a lot of reassurance and love. That's what this whole reading was about. It was just love and being grateful for each other, and a lot of excited energy too. Like a lot is coming, a lot is changing. They can't wait to actually tell you what's going on, but they're sworn to secrecy until further notice. So that was this week's Spirit Baby reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.